What's up, everyone? I hope you're having a blessed day. My name's Cameron Tucker. I'm here with
James, Chase,
and this is
Just Vibes Podcast.
So today we are talking about solitude, everything about it, why it's important to have solitude, why it's important to be by yourself and be alone for sometimes and really develop yourself and your inner work. Please remember to like and subscribe, turn that notifications bell on. And let's get right into it, guys. So, solitude. James, I'm going to start with you. Why do you think solitude and being alone and having that time with yourself is important?
I think solitude is important because it really is important because it really shows who you are. A lot of people in this world, we don't know who we are, we don't know what we're made of, and we don't know what we're capable of. It's because we hang with a lot of people, a lot of different friend groups, and we think that we can do a lot of things that we really shouldn't or could be doing, but we don't step into that right direction. And the biggest thing about solitude is it can lead you in the wrong or right direction. This generation in this era is being led wrong by things. Satan is really taking over. And I think we really have got to step up as people, black people in general, really, because our culture is going downhill.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree on that. So what you think, Chase? Why do you think it's important?
Me personally, actually, you know what? I want you to take that because you made a big step in solitude.
Okay, so I think solitude is very important because if you're, humans, we are social creatures. We need to be around people. We need to socialize, but it's also important to be alone because a lot of people, especially in the black community, we struggle with worth because we've been through slavery, we've been through colonization, we've been through a lot of things. So we think we need certain things to build our worth.
True.
And it's a bad trait of the black community, but we're working on it. And I feel like solitude can help you develop your own self-worth because you're cool with being by yourself. You don't need anyone else to prove that I'm worthy. You don't need a girlfriend. You know what I mean? You don't need any material things. All you need is God and your family. You cool. And that's really the big thing with solitude is just developing that self-worth and saying that I'm cool, with myself and I cherish myself. And that's the biggest thing. And I feel like if you develop solitude within your life, like everything else will work because you're not trying to get something from that person. You're just like, yo, we kicking it, we cool, we having fun. And that's what it is.
I think that's a big thing, especially in terms of that's just really taking a step back and reevaluating yourself and be like, okay, I need to just step back, stop, maybe going out, being on my phone all the time. Cause that's, what our age is. We're always on our phones trying to figure out what's upcoming. And we take that away from ourselves and be like, okay, this is taking up more of my time than what I'm actually supposed to be doing in my life. Like, with Cam, he's in the flying. James, journalism and finance. With me, it's engineering. So if we see a distraction is coming across us, we gotta be like, okay, let's take a step back from those things and be like, okay, let's take a little sense of solitude, stay off our phones, stay away from an entity or whatever it is that's taking up our time and be like, okay, let's lock back in, stay away from it or them for a little while and be like, okay, let's get back on our focus, our path. So people gotta start understanding that, but it takes time and you have to have it in yourself to really do that.
Yeah, I agree with that. And me, like Chase said, I took a big step in solitude. I am pretty much off Instagram. You can still find my tag, cam.tucker_. Like, I didn't disable my account. But I'm taking a break from it. You know what I mean? I try not to have it on my phone, deleted it, and I'm just taking a break from it. Now, I really want to take a break just from my phone completely. Now, I need my phone for some things to study, and get ready for my solo school that I'm about to do next week and other things, news and pilot programs and all that. But I'm really trying to stay away from my phone because it really is distracting because you have to realize that your phone is not the real world at all. You know what I mean? Like the people next to you, what you see, nature, that's the real world. You know what I mean? And I feel like our culture, we have to get away from just always looking down because real life is out here. It's not on the screen. You know what I mean? 90% of what you see on the screen is fake. And now, and honestly, I challenge you all watching and listening, delete Instagram. try to be off your phone. It's like getting off of drugs. It's crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it'll change your whole mindset. And I feel like if you're religious, you know what I mean, pray about it, talk to God about it, because it's not for everybody. You know what I mean. You might really benefit from using Instagram. You might help other people, but I just feel like for me, it's something I needed to do and get away from. So that was my big step in solitude. Do y'all kind of second question here? Have y'all taken any big steps in solitude before, or you think you're taking now?
It was maybe about this. This is a moment that I just had maybe like 2-3 years ago. I was on the game a lot. I was always on 2K and decided to take a step back because I was always on during the weekend. It was during COVID and stuff like that. It was during online school and stuff, so I felt like I had a lot of time. My grades were slipping, but I was realizing that I'm not taking it myself and understanding, okay, you got to step back from this because this is taking up a lot of your time. Like, I will be on the game until, maybe 11, 12 o'clock in the morning, and then staying up maybe until 2, 3 o'clock the next day. So I'm like, okay, we got to take a step back, get back focused. So, because this isn't healthy. It's not healthy. Taking a step of solitude is healthy. And there's stats on that being to yourself is okay. Being is introvert, right? Being an introvert is okay sometimes. But what I will say, you should have some kind of extrovert tendencies. Like us, we're healthy for each other because we're always trying to step each other up. We're stepping stones, like stairs. So we keep on rising up. Mm-hmm. But with that, we sometimes we guys take a step back from ourselves. Like from us, like we may call each other, we're in the middle of something, like cause we're trying to focus. So we actually take sense of solitude every single day. You may not realize it, but it's there.
Yeah. And also with solitude, you do need to get out of the house too. You know what I mean? You'll go crazy if you're just in a cave, you know what I mean? Like for 30 years. But yeah, solitude is very important. You got anything to say, James?
I'm kind of like the opposite of Chase. When it comes to gaming or anything, being on the TV, being on the phone, that's really like my time to really get away from things because my life is like always living in the world. Whether I'm out working in the stock market, anything like that, is always me being around people, hearing advice from people like that. So my getting away is just taking time alone, chilling, listening to music, things like that. I feel like you need a balance of both. But at the same time, getting away and doing what you do should kind of overlap what you do when it comes to like being around other people.
And that's good. That's okay. That's James. What's your way of stepping back sometimes?
Stepping back, just practicing on my flight sim, watching movies with my family, writing music. I write music, not professionally, but I write music and stuff. I like to rap, so that's my I do have a couple tracks. So when I get in the studio, you'll see those. But no, like I feel like that's my way of writing music. Like whenever I feel bad, like bro, I whip out my phone, I'm on my notes, I find a beat on YouTube, and I'm just going crazy. I might not even finish the song. I might get like a paragraph of the song, and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling better, yo. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's kind of my way of escape, and just getting outside, flying. You know what I mean? Doing what my calling is. And James touched on balance. We're gonna have a whole another episode on balance because balance is just so important. And everything is a balance, guys. Yeah. Nothing can ever be too good or too bad. You gotta have it in the middle, man. That's why, like, you should take every part of your life as a grain of sand because it builds. You have to look at life as like it builds, on itself as stairs. And we believe solitude is one of those building blocks. It's one of those stairs. So that's why we're talking about it today. But guys, balance, please. Remember that balance is so important. Yeah, but anything else about solitude, guys? You want to touch on it?
I think since y'all said yours, I think my sense of solitude is sometimes with me, just having conversation with people, like family, that's my sense of solitude. Cause I'm at peace, I'm having laughs, talking about deep conversation, may get into a topic and it's like, cause how conversation go, it go from here and you end up somewhere else that you wasn't even there. So that's one thing in my sense of mind, the music, working out, it can range, of healthy things, but and mine's actually driving too.
he just got his license. He loves it. You know what I mean?
Working
So-
out is another big thing. I feel like as a human, you need to get that sense of rage out because I feel like we all have it, but we get it in different ways. A lot of us hold it in. You know what I mean? Somebody made me mad at 10 o'clock this morning. It's 5 p.m. You know, I'm going to curse out my supervisor or something like that. You know what I mean? Now I get fired from my job and I'm living on the street. So, you know what I mean? Like the realization of getting pain out of you. A lot of us don't know how to get that out, and we hold that in and we put that on other things, and that's not good. So
yeah.
you gotta get that sense of struggle and pain out of you early.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell other young men and just men, period, man, you gotta share your feelings, bro. Because sharing your feelings, that makes you strong, yo. That makes you so strong. Don't have any other dude tell you that
Nope.
not sharing your feelings makes you
Less
like,
than a man.
yeah. You know what I mean? Like that stuff does not make you weak. It makes you so strong. And it puts you above, you know, everybody else. Because while they're struggling with, you know, other things, like you just saw your therapist, you just talked to your moms, you just talked to your parents. Now you cool. Now you living life. You know what I mean? So that's like you gotta open yourself up and share. But
Solitude can range in a whole bunch of different things.
yes.
Everybody's different, which is my dad says it best. Well, my grandpa says it, but my dad says it a lot. Thank God everybody's different. Because everybody finds their sense of peace.
I think I heard your dad say that, yo.
Yeah.
I heard your dad say, yeah, man, like everybody helps each other. You know what I mean? Again, it's another piece of balance. And solitude is a part of that balance. That's why we wanted to give y'all this episode today. But any other points? Are we all good?
Good.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much. Remember, stay blessed, be blessed, smash that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, smash the like button, and guys, just live life, have fun, have a great rest of your day.
Yes, sir.
This has been another great episode of Just Vibes Podcast.